Gamer Dude 2088, and today we're going to start our very first episode of Mobile Gamer Dude. Yeah, Mobile Gamer Dude. That's what I think I'm going to call it. Might change. I don't know. You'll see in the title. But yeah, first episode of Mobile Gamer Dude. And we're going to be talking about some of the gacha games or just mobile games in general that I may be playing that I don't always discuss or tell people about. And we have one that just have like a little soft launch today. I guess they doing it in segments, but my pre-registration just opened up for me to be able to play today, so I wanted to share that with you. And the name of this game is Diosa Force 2 Order of Elements. I think it's been going through some changes and everything, and they're definitely looking for feedback. It is developed by Your Media Entertainment. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. There's like so many vowels and one name, so it's kind of like strange for me, but I'm sure I'm butchering their name. But let's get right into some of the things that I like and some of the things that I dislike. We do kind of have an account already started here, but we're gonna start like right from the beginning, like at this first page where it shows you your little login setup, and just click on this with the login setup. Now you have options to use Facebook, their personal website, or guest login. We're gonna do a guest login, and I'm gonna say right off the bat, this is probably the first thing I didn't like because Google's not an option. This also was a problem for me when I was playing Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Great game, but I just didn't like that being the only options that I had for logging in. Now I understand Facebook is an even medium if you want to do it that way, but just for me personally, that's a problem. Might not be a problem for you. So, you know, the whole issue between iOS and Android, all of that. So let's click on the guest. That's right, we got to do that download. So we'll be back after this download. Alright, the download didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. So we got a server, the server that we can jump into, which is the only server right now. So I guess as the game goes along and it actually gets its real release, or even while it's still in soft launch, be able to. So it gives you the option to go into the tutorial. Even though I kind of understand how to play most of these kind of games, every gacha game comes out with its own unique mechanics. It was always good, you know, just go ahead and go through the tutorial. We're gonna speed through this though. So right off, it looks pretty interesting, you know, decent graphics or whatever. And I like how the game starts you off. It puts you at like the highest level of power as soon as the game starts, so you can know what kind of strength that you could have in these games. And it kind of draws you in. It makes you want to play more. So now it's gonna like ask me about stuff like you can click on this dude and use some of your SP to do a really cool move. And that's what we're gonna do. Oh, we got a shield, so now we can absorb more damage. Because that's what tanks do, right? Take the D. Or provide the D. Whichever way you look at it. Now we got here. So we should bring out the healing. Yes, let's heal. Open up the little book. Read us a scripture. You know, heal us up. Alright, now we got the ultimate move. We're gonna slide up. Because it tells us to slide it. I wonder if I just clicked it, will it still have done it? You know, poop on those things and move on. Now, it's for the life of me, I can't remember what game plays in this style. It's some RPG that I remember kind of played in this kind of style, and I just can't quite think of what I'm trying to say here. So we're gonna skip past this because they get beat and more storyline and all that stuff. And now one of parts that I do like is the naming yourself. In this game, this is great. You got a decent character limit because I can actually put my whole name, which I just click right here, and you can see right up here my whole name. Oops. That got it there, but you can see right up here my whole name is in the is anything. Some games don't allow you to have that much of a character limit, so that's a problem for me, because I like to put my whole name. You know, I'm Gamer Dude 2088. You know, not to be confused with anybody else trying to be Gamer Dude. So that's, we're just gonna name this one Fart Liquor. There we go. Because we just want to name it something really stupid, right? But you can always change your name later. You don't have to have the same name. You can always change your name later if you want to, which is also a great thing to have when you start at when you got a gacha game, because people want to have their names, especially when it comes to re-rolling in these kind of games. It's like you go through all of the process of re-rolling an account, and then you can't even have the name that you really even want to have from the beginning, so you end up being something totally different, which is kind of stupid. So I'm glad that they paid attention to that detail and don't fall in the same mistakes of everybody else before them. So we'll skip past the storyline stuff, because if you want to know about the story, play the game. Play the game. You can find out all about the story. I just want to show you some quick gameplay and mechanics and just my thoughts of what I think about the game. I mean, I read a little bit of the story starting off, and it seems pretty interesting. Just your typical cliche that these characters is special and they have to save the world type of scenarios, because that's how that is. So we got some more explaining of what things do and how it affects battle, where this thing can set up fire and causes a burn effect, so I guess that's extra damage that can be applied. So since the little dragon thing did that, we got Achilles here that can get extra damage out when his attack, because he's a fire base, and it shows that because the things was burnt, it was more damage. So little combos and the way units can work together. So that's pretty interesting. I like that. I like that. And it's a pretty in-depth tutorial as it goes along. I know a lot of games don't explain their game well, so if you really pay attention to what this game is saying, you can understand like how things work right off bat. It might not give you like all the knowledge you'll need of what to do in the game, because you know no game does that, and that would be too much anyway to be asking for. That's what you got content creators like myself and other people that's out there do that for. Now going through the different types of summons and all of that stuff, and I think we get like one little special summon. Now that's pretty cool, because you got like this little thing where you summon, you can click on it or you can pull it, whatever way you want to do it, and it like comes down and back up, and then the summon happens. So that's pretty cool. I'm sure that'll get annoying after a while though, but I guess their own special twist on the summon mechanic. So now it goes on to explaining, increasing the abilities and leveling up and stuff, showing you like what you need. You got these little experience books. It's pretty self-explanatory, or whatever the word I'm trying to use there. It explains itself. That's what I'm saying. Because English language, right? So I'm clicking through these menus as quickly as possible. I know I'm not going to be able to show every little detail of what's going on. Just my first little thoughts of me starting the game now, because I'm playing a bunch of other games. Like I just started Epic 7, which I didn't put any content out for that. I was doing like some summon videos for that game, but those summon videos came out to be really bad, so they would never see the light of day. Click on her. She got an ability that can interrupt while an enemy is casting something, which is pretty cool. The little interrupt abilities are nice. And the best part about a gacha game is when you give me the auto function almost immediately. We're not even that far in the game, and they're telling us like, yeah, you can autoplay by clicking the auto button, and then the speed of the fight and all of that stuff, and it's like, what, really? I can do that? And then boom, ×4 real quick, and match is over. Like we got autoplay this fast. I'm hands free, everybody. I'm hands free, and they get to use skills and everything. Look at that. She goes to heal. Perfect. You can't beat that. I wish more gacha games was like that. It's like, I want to collect these nice little characters and do my thing, but it's like, I play these games because the convenience of the auto button. That auto button is so important, because I might be busy, I might have other tasks, I might got other things going on in life, and I want to, still be able to game and And if I necessarily have to play manual, then I can take that time out and play manual. But this allows me to be able to function as a regular person in society and still kind of do my thing, right? Yeah. So we're gonna click, and then the star levels. I guess there's like a material that you get. I can't remember what they call it, but it just happened, so you probably seen that and all of that. But it's like it's a material that you get that you can use to upgrade the stars of the units you get in this game, as well as having multiples of a unit. You can use those and to update stars, which gives you bonus stats, so everybody be all stronger and everything. One thing I don't like is the leveling system for the units. It's like your level reflects their level, so they can't exceed the team overall level. So as you level up your character, which I can show you here, like as your character levels up, they can only max out to that level. That's why everybody you see in this party is level 11, because I maxed at level 11, and they can't go any higher until I level up, which I guess is okay, but not something that I like personally, not for this kind of game. So we click on the grade, update ranks, which gives them more stat bonuses and ability to learn other skills that they can use on the battlefield, which is pretty good. And boom, we complete. And the best part of this game, better than any gacha game on the market right now, anything that I've played, period, this ticket of infinity. That's what it's called, ticket of infinity. Now, pretty much what this is like your perfect starter for this game, like your perfect setup for this game. And I think people that previously made content on this game didn't have this in their game when they started. So what this, okay, click out of all the stuff they're trying to sell us. Okay, now we got the claim all button. That's good. I notice a lot of games are doing that now too, where it's like you have a bunch of stuff in your inventory and stuff having to go through and click every bit of it. Just hit the claim all, and then now they're forcing us into the summon place. But we want to do that, and this infinity summon ticket is pretty much what it is. It's an infinite summon. So what this does is allow you to do the re-rolling that we do in these games without having to start the game over. I hate that so much. I hate it with a passion. So you have an infinite amount of re-rolls. You can sit here for hours trying to get the perfect re-roll and do not have to reset the account. On top of being able to change your account name when you want to, on top of just man, it's like, so it's so good, it's so good. So that right there already kind of had me. It makes me want to kind of play it a little more, just to see everything that it offers, as well as the PvP and other PvE elements of the game. I've only played through like a couple of the story missions, haven't gotten that far yet. I just kind of wanted to put out this video because I'm like, all right, new game. I was looking at it on the market. I still got other games I want to try out. Let's try this one out, and let's do some of these summons too. So we go here, and you get 10 summons all in this one. So you do it, and you pretty much, so we do that, bam. And what we're looking for is a SSR, and we got one right off the bat. And you get to pretty much figure out whatever you want. Like, you get to choose whatever you want. Yeah, she's one of the ones I'm using on the other one. I wanted this thing, but didn't get her in the pools that I had finished off with. And here's our SSR up, and this is one of the ones that we did get. Achilles, like right at the very beginning, you can see him here. We got him on our main here. He's one of our SSRs, and then we got, what's that? Angelus is another one of our SSRs. So we pulled 2 of them, which is like super rare type of ordeal. I guess this is what you would consider as like a 5-star in these games, because the star grades are different in this game, and the rarity are what's important when summoning in this kind of game. Back here, and I got lucky enough to get 2. So now we got the choice, like, do we want to keep it or do want to try again. So we're just going to hit the try again button, and it's an infinite amount of times. You can do this as much as you want until you get the perfect RNG and get to have a pretty good early start off. And then we get another SSR on this one, and get an SR, which is just a regular super rare. Then Achilles again. So outside of the re-rolling, I see some of the combat and everything, and this video's definitely went on long enough. But I do like how this game is starting off. I'm definitely gonna play it a little more just to see what else it offers. And if you find it interesting and want to pick it up, that's cool. If you want me to do more videos about it, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can be the first to check out my content. And as always, this is the Gamer Dude signing out. I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.